like in watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelsey now, not Travis, his brother who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Well, look now at our starting defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
And the mantra of this unit, get to the football. Fly to the ball carrier. And you know how you can tell that they do it really well? At the end of each play, when you click off the frame, count the number of guys that are around the ball carrier. It's always 7, 8, 9 guys. They get to them each and every play.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught, Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go play action here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Oh, I like this.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins.
No way, Tasty. My kicker is not kicking a 63-yarder.
Partner, we've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still first down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All down, baby. All down. Mike 5-4.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson stepping up. He'll try and run.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be design runs as well as his scrambles.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
They'll run with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it and picked up by the Chargers.
Man.
They have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him.
Damn.
Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 5 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, a dump off for Ivory. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On first and 10, it's Ryan.
Nice.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about
they took each
running
other out.
The ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. First down, Ryan. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
Slinging it
and now
over
they're
the
inside
place.
the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't...
And I think the ball's out.
Oh, my goodness. Ooh.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Gave me no choice. Tatey boy knows I can always do that.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down.
What is it going to be?
Now
Holding
there
defense.
is a flag on the play, but
Offense.
this looks like holding on the offense.
Oh, yikes.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. They'll tussle for it. This is going to be caught. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
No way. He
Sometimes
slipped.
it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Wilson. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 1st down, Wilson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Marvin Jones. His first touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the mark.
Throw it a lot quicker,
how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
She didn't want to say. All right.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A 10-play drive that time, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
Mr. Wuss. She doesn't want to stay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
This guy throwing the ball around.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. Big hit.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old, reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yards, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
All right, we got to throw man at this guy, see what
this time from the other side
hell he does with this.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Complete.
Damn, he just makes all the right plays. Son of a gun.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ryan now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's
10 of 11.
10. Again, Ryan. A dump off to Sims. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Ryan will throw again. It's Williams on the catch.
Oh, man.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's bring the dogs against this guy. He's going to fucking get it off, though. I know it.
Throwing again, Ryan. And it's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But
yes, let's go.
A gain of 7 that time.
Oh, I got so lucky. Didn't even get a field goal.
Touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. Marquise Lee, 2 touchdown catches on the app.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
All right.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. An update from Buffalo. It's the Patriots with the early lead over the Bills. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
They're not really going deep too much, man. He's going to throw deep one of these times. But he just keeps chipping away.
What do they have have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball?
They're not running on me.
Let's find out what they have dialed up. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looks like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now left side on the swing pass.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
All right.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Oh, get him. Yes!
Can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Good question, bud.
Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Fuck?
He'll field this at the 5. Oh, nice move. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually...
I should have threw it away.
He goes down.
Damn.
We are seeing two
Damn.
defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the
Ramsey's
stop.
a big-ass dude.
Screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's
I know they have a strong kicker, so I don't want to leave it up to them getting a field goal.
Quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up.
Mikey experienced that.
The defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Backfield.
Open man
Oh, what?
Sims, he's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
My dude totally
18
whiffed.
big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Just like completely whiffed.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
I'm trying to throw everything at this guy.
Let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Mike Mitchell coming up from the secondary to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Yeah, the defense I called for this one.
From the 35,
over the middle.
Second down. Ryan finds his tight end
Drop the
Ingram.
ball, man.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Ryan now still just the one incompletion. 16 of 17. It's first down.
Oh, I didn't even mean to do that.
Defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Oh,
Ryan. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They go back to the ground attack.
Big asshole. Come on.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Let's go. Holy shit, dude. I actually almost had that. Read that.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And
no, he didn't.
Caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
What?
Paul Richardson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Man.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game.
Double
that was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
All right.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second and 5 now. Wilson. And this one brought in by Sanu.
Let's go.
He'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 42 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
No way, dude.
With such little time remaining, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football.
No way, they're not even going to review that shit.
This game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
I got you.
This is Ivory.
Are you fucking kidding me?
First down past the 20. And Chris Ivory off to the races. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Chris Ivory, 91 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying it. We all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So Russell Wilson in the offense, down by 2 touchdowns, 1:24 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
Fuck!
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about.
Fuck the Chargers, man. Fuck the Chargers.
Held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.